Hello, I'm back once again, and today is Friday, which means it's Stormworks Day, which also means that, well, it's going to be fun. Adding more rooms to the cruise ship. And this stream might be a little bit shorter than what I'm planning on going for. Usually I try to do between 2 and 3 hours. More towards the 3, because I realize that streaming more results in growth instead of streaming the same amount for a couple of years. But today's a bit different, and I'll explain why we're starting. Because what's happening is tomorrow morning, so like early in the morning, I'm gonna have to wake up to go to the train station to take the train to take another train to end up in London. And this means that I'm gonna have to wake up at 4. And right now, if I end my stream at 11 and still have to pack my bag and maybe print some stuff and all that and do everything, then I'm barely gonna get any sleep. And I would like to have some sleep. So that will be the reason why today's stream will be 2 hours or maybe 2.5, but at least a little bit shorter than what you're used to. Or you're getting used to. Cause yeah. Let's see how full my phone is. Alright, well, I'm just on my phone while this is loading because honestly, it's taking forever. But it's done now, so well, let's go. If it wants to show me the screen, I'm not sure if, yeah. This was the fuel thing. Just is it actively lifting the ship now? One and it is trying to go as short as possible. I can actually get on. Nope, I cannot get on top. I'm definitely. If I look at, I'm definitely higher than I'm. Am I higher than I'm supposed to? Eh. Well, I'm pressing R. Why is it low? Right, we have the engine room. We have the little control panel. Right now that we have this is the lower engine room with the fuel. I guess I could also put a logic room behind here. I just do this and then just add all this to it. Also, I might want to add vent room, like vents throughout the entire ship, so air pressure remains constant. Air conditioning might also be a thing. But right now I'm gonna just add a table here, which goes around. And then with 2 blocks of space. Another table like this, and this will basically be the place for all the logic to go. All logic that doesn't fit around here at all. You have these pumps, you have your gas that escapes it there. Logic room, like this, and push it all the way into the corner. Well, that is done now. Let's go back down. We have the logic room. Probably will lock it off. So you want to... I then make a... These to save some weight in the... I know saving weight in ships is not that necessary. But I still want to do it. Because it does mean slightly more speed. There we go. Now all we have is this large area here. Don't think I'll add windows right here because I don't see the need for them. Although I do probably see need to get the... Yeah. And you go down here and have this. Now I'm wondering. Because you have the logic room right here, which means it is a little bit weak to attacks from the bottom, but apart from that, it should be fine. This one does require ventilation. How am I going to add the ventilation to begin with? I guess back here might be an idea. I got food and a drink. Drink might be more important because a drink means it goes to the entire goal of the total amount of drinks I have to drink because apparently somebody decided using a lot of hydrates was a good idea. I will not tell who because, well, I can't tell who, but they are not here at the moment, so yeah. But I have a total of 87 drinks to drink. I have done 9 of them. There is going to be a drinking stream at some point, but it's probably going to be when I'm back from London or when we've moved, because we might be moving, we will probably be moving soon in the next couple of months. And that's going to be fun. Probably. If I have the AC unit here, so basically the back here is just going to be, with this entire area up here, probably going to have to limit it around this area. Why is it suddenly so framey? I probably should actually think about actually reinstalling Windows. But let's first start with the bottom. Or before we do that, goes through there. Let's add the vents to the rooms here at the bottom. With, of course, automatic and manual shut-off valves. So you have the automatic that works on a detection system with water. So as soon as in that area it detects a certain amount of water, it will block that off from ventilation, so that worst case scenario the water pushes itself through the system, but that system might fail, so then you still have a bunch of valves you can shut off. But where do I probably want to put it underneath here? Port, a port like this. Probably should put it right here. Nah, just gonna put it in the no, might as well make it a end. I'm gonna do a pipe, an angled pipe. Oh, that symmetry mode is on for this one. There we go. A pipe. And a port end, just to put it on here. There we go. Now do we pull this up, or do we first, because we also have this entire room here, which I probably want to shut as well. Wait, I just realized symmetry mode again. I guess we'll add windows to this as well. As well as doors. Wait, I could actually make a manual door right now. Because I can add a window to that, but do I want to add a window? Because this vents out here, which means that then this room will fill up with pressure from the fuel tank. If that... Yeah, see, that's where it also goes a bit wrong here. Like, this end also needs to be... So this will just be pushed back all the way? Whoop. I'm just waiting for the game to crash. Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me actually grab this autosave and save this as... Because the thing is, I was working on this just on my own. And at that point, did my Stormworks crash? Like, actually crash. And then I was like, oh well, done. But then I just realized that not saving that right now is a massive mistake. Because that would mean that I lose all of the work that I've put into it. Into creating a flat 6 tiny little race car that has too much torque or too much power for its own good. There we go. Do we add another window to this? No. What I do want to do is... Wait, this is the port already. I guess go up the wall here. Go up there. Then through. Then out. This is the fill line. That is the fill that goes up there. So if I then go up there and sideways, I can then go up. So that would mean I would be venting the fuel tank of gas. Or keeping that at a pressure. And while I'm doing that, I'd be I'm venting the rooms. But because our port ends, I could also make the option of flooding. I should add a scuttle button. Like I haven't actually made a ship with a scuttle button before. I think I have made ships that are notoriously difficult to sink. Like if I save this cruise ship, like my ocean liner is really difficult to actually sink. Like trying to get that to go below takes a lot of effort. Because because that ship is really just put into compartments. Like every single room is a compartment with a fluid sensor and a greater than that goes towards doors that shut automatically. I did add a hatch to open so you can at least swim or crawl through to go from room to room to fix the problem, to get the room emptied out again. But apart from that, like if you don't open those, you can easily limp back to anywhere on the map. As long as you have fuel and the fuel tanks aren't damaged. Because then you're in trouble. I'm gonna have to vent this place anyway, so might as well work on that immediately. A T-piece with a angle and a port end again. There we go. Now with that done, that means that this room right here, are now... Is this room vented now, actually? No, not yet. Now it is. Boom. Done. Although I might want to make separate lines for each room. Not sure, though. Because I could also just make vents in each room that kind of vent the pressure out. So it just feeds the system. It just really pushes everything through the system. Because I think they added, yeah, cryo cooler. You can add heating. You can basically add heating to this. Like I can put radiators or other stuff in here that heat up. Alright, let's see. We have, what we've done now is we have the engine room. We have this one cooled. We have the engine room being, or this room being ventilated. The fuel tank being ventilated. Although what I'm now realizing is that everything will get through here, including in here. So I want to make this a little bit longer and add a gas relief valve here. You know, just to be sure. Just to make absolutely sure that whatever's happening isn't fuel related. You know, to prevent you trying to refill the ship and all of a sudden your ship starts sinking because you keep pouring fuel into it. Because the tank is full, but because it reaches this part here and you're trying to push it full, it just vents, it starts to vent through this bit, so your engine room fills up, your logic room fills up as well. I don't think I'm venting this entire space yet. So I guess how I'm gonna do that is a simple T-piece. With an angle and an end. Because I'm now realizing that I would have to put the manual shut-off in each room. Wait, I can have the manual shut-off just for the entire system. And then the electrical shut-offs are for rooms. For just room per room things. So we have this now. All of the vents necessary. Well, apart from the fact that it only reaches to, like, back here. Because if this reaches all the way up, it is not in the correct room. I'm gonna need this to be within the correct room, actually. So we're just gonna have a door here. So you're entering this area. Let's... You have the pumps here you can fix. You have... Should probably put control panels. Why is... I guess I can put a control panel in front of here. Sort of like this. Also, I can probably get rid of or turn this into wedges. Same as... Not the same as those. But turn this into wedges saves weight. Probably have to make this panel a lot bigger. Just to make sure that everything vents properly. Yeah, I think for now this area is pretty much done. You have your engine room towards the back. You have your fuel tank directly against that. You have your room with all of your logic here. And then you have your batteries back. Or in front of there. And then you have the helm here so you can actually see what you're doing. Now let's see what else we can add up here. I think I wanted, if we're actually gonna grab a cross section again. So you have your engine room here, your fuel here. I still have to add access hatch to the fuel. That's gonna be on top of here. That's gonna probably be behind here. It's a little extra room. And I think up here I do want to add a crew. Because I'm thinking how much crew you will need for a cruise ship. You will need... Well, first we need the captain and other steering and important boat people will be up here. And then you have like a rest... I'm thinking of putting restaurants right here. In common areas, all that stuff. Areas people visit. Then you have like probably first or fancy or passengers on 2 decks here and here. And they have the crew down here. Like the rest of the crew. Like people working at the restaurant shops and everything. Means you probably need like I'm probably gonna just put 30 beds in here for no apparent reason at all. On this floor here. Let's actually start here with going out. Let's go 10. No, wait, it's 7 plus. Let's go 12. Let's go out 12 blocks. Then we're gonna add bunk beds. Hopefully, I have the space for that. 1 bed goes there, and then the other one goes into the floor. I'm not sure if that's the smartest idea. To put a bed in the floor because there's nothing there, so it should be fine. You want to have like two in between. And there you have your room with, of course, a table right here and a table right here. Rooms. Well, if you have crew cramped like that, you know, it is a shame that it's so slow because this creation is so big. But I'm just gonna lower the beds a little bit. And make it a 2-person room instead of a 4-person room. And that basically means that we have 1 bed, 2 blocks, 1 block, 2 block, 1 block, 2 block, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we have the 1. Now we have the 2. We have the 1 and we have the 2. And now we're towards the back, so I think this should be enough beds, right? See, we have 2, 4, 6. Wait, no. Let's see. 2. 4. 6. 8. 10. 12. 14. 16. 18 times 2 is 36 crew members that can fit in here. Now, I guess we'll add portholes here, like above the beds, so you can actually look out. How many? Oh, that I was about to ask how many rooms do I have left, and then that ended. This will also decrease the weight of the ship by a bit. And here, yes. See, that already brings a little bit more detail to the ship, as opposed to the blank, empty look that it had before. Because if I spawn it in now, will it give me a warning? No, it won't. Because this creation is rather empty now, still. So basically, right here is your like pressure. A lot of instrument panels will go there with pressures for the rooms, as well as a green light to indicate that it's working properly, or a red light indicates that something's wrong there. Let's see, we're gonna go down all the way. First we have this room here with, you know, the vent here. Oh yeah, now I realize how slow this one starts. Like, it actually needs to crank a bit. Ooh, you're right on the water level here. Kinda nice. If you go down all the way. And walk back. You have this room with so far logic. But that does mean that right now I'm gonna have to fit doors in here. Door. I'm a big fan of sliding doors here. Wait, these have a center of 8. Center of 8.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a waste of my time.
What was a waste of your time?
I worked at the pool, but there was nobody.
Oh. Huh. Like nobody at all?
Well, no children.
You're only there to kind of supervise the children.
No. But, you know, they are the main thing.
So they didn't need you to be there, I guess.
Well, there were 3, like, for the lanes, but, you know.
It's not really, it wasn't necessary for you to be present at the pool. Were there other people?
Was.
Or?
Well, only the pool, like, the oversee person.
Yeah, and if you don't have a lot of people... Oh, wait, you're there for tickets, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well then you have to be there. Sadly.
Where's my sound?
I don't know. You know, it's also weird. I still do not have the feeling that in, let's say, 12 to 14 hours, I'm gonna be in London.
Oh.
I still don't have
Where
the
is
feeling.
my... What?
I still don't have the feeling that that's actually gonna be that like that. Like, you know, usually if you're going on a small holiday or vacation, you're gonna be excited for it. And I'm like, wait, oh yeah, I am going there. It's kind of weird. But I'm not gonna complain because I'm probably gonna go back with 24 cans of Iron Brew. Because at least Tesco has a sale where you can get 4 trays for, I think, £36. Because of course it's the United Kingdom, you're working with Great British pounds. So that's gonna be an interesting one. Trying to get that back home. That's why I'm going by train and not by plane. Planes are stingy and annoying about their weight and all that stuff. While trains are like, oh, you wanna carry 2 suitcases with a maximum weight of whatever you can carry into the train? Sure, go ahead. It might be suspicious that I'll be taking, because you can 4 trays. I'm going with a friend, and we're each gonna take 2 trays with us. It might be a little bit suspicious because you have to actually go through customs there, so they might think like, what? Why? Like, why are you bringing?
So they would think that regardless if you go through there.
Well, last time I went to London by plane, they took my bag. Like, my bag went through the scanner at customs, and it went. Yeah, could go one of 2 ways. Either you're gonna get them back immediately, or somebody will have to take a look at them, look at your bags. My bag got, of course, taken to the line of suspicious. I was like, okay, did I accidentally pack something that I wasn't supposed to pack? No. A woman grabbed my bag, looked at it, looked at the 3D model that the scan has made, like, what is suspicious about this? Like, Christmas ornaments and a can of Pringles? Apparently very suspicious. It was like after a review, I got my bag back immediately. And then I could continue. So now, if you ever get bothered by TSA just looking at your bag, just bring Christmas ornaments and Pringles.
I'm gonna restart my PC because apparently DaVinci Resolve broke somehow.
Skill issue. But that also means I have to pack my bag. What time is it? Oh wait, I realized I have food. My mom brought me tea and cookies because I have the best mom in the world. I have the best mom in the world, and I'm willing to fight people over it. After I've had my tea and cookies, of course. Because that's the thing, right? No matter how early I have to leave, my mom will not let me out of the house without drinking a cup of tea. Or at least a liquid. So I have to drink something before going out of the house so I'm not dehydrated. And there we go. So those are all these connected. All the vents are connected now. If I connect everything to each other, I will allow for the ability for water to be pumped into it. Or fuel. So you can just take take fuel and fill your entire ship with it. Just fill your ship with fuel. If I push this over here, instead of this being over here and then going over here, if I remove this as well, and make it go next to it, then it makes a little bit more sense. Might have been smart to put it on the other side. Ah, you're back.
Yes.
Ooh, it comes out right at the right spot.
So surely that fixed it, right?
No.
Yeah, seems like it did.
It would be fitting if they didn't fix it.
Well, we're about to see if it fixed it. Actually, it probably is gonna do the south to the wrong output right now because I just changed the settings. But
Also, like I've noticed this with some programs. If you have like a list that you have where you have to check things and things you have to fill things in. Otherwise, it doesn't work, and it still doesn't work. Just reselect stuff. Like, let's say a form has some optional stuff, but most of it is necessary. If one of those necessary things says, well, you didn't fill it in yet, just reselect it.
alright, yeah, it absolutely fixed it. I might want to turn the sound down a little bit, actually.
If we go for a slot here.
Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no. Okay, it's that sound. Okay, no, it's fine.
Put it like that. Wait, I have to remove that one as well. Pipe angle corner. There we go. So now we're venting. Now it isn't connected to any sort of pressure regulation or anything else. But if I go down on our floor and then... Yeah, this one is connected. I think this is the air that's connected. Exhaust, this one is just a blank. And these are kind of pushing out air as we speak to vent the fuel tank. And also I placed an advertisement to get rid of some of the signal lamps that I have. Somebody has already reacted to it. I placed the ad this afternoon. But I guess train nerds be train nerds and buy stuff. I should know, I'm one of them. How do you think I got the signal lamps? I may be an idiot. Alright, what if I put a cafeteria in here? Of course, with corridors being as tight as possible, because I don't care about everything. Well, probably want to make this a little bit wider. A little bit more comfort. Then just put a cafeteria in here, including a kitchen for the crew. Probably including some storage as well. I just realized something. Anchors still exist. Where would I put the anchor room? Because I could put it all the way below here. Or I add it right in this area here, which is this room. If I add it in this room here, around this level, I could just make it drop out. Should probably have two of them so they kind of keep the ship in position. I should also probably eat some cookies because I have them, so they have to go. Yes, it is absolutely necessary to use huge winches right here. It is absolutely necessary. Even though they weigh a ton, I don't care. I want to be able to reach the bottom of the ocean. We'll make the front dip a little bit more, but yeah, I need to add weight to the rear, and I'm now realizing. Wait, but that's one floor up. We're not there yet. There we go. What's also nice is that when I get back from London, it'll be Tuesday evening, so streams won't be hindered at all. The only thing you'll notice is that this stream will be a little bit shorter than I want, but I cannot complain because otherwise I would barely get any sleep. Even though my body's pretty much used to barely getting any sleep over the last week because we had people looking into our house. Which, by the way, I'm not sure if anybody has noticed, but I'm back in the chair. I wasn't Wednesday and my ass felt that. Don't tap out of the game. But now my ass is not feeling it anymore. Haha. My ass is free of pain. And so are my knees and my legs now from building a PC. It's still weird that I felt that for like half a week. I don't think that's entirely normal. If we want to add a fridge... Let's see what you have. Let's say you have this. You walk in here, you get your food, you sit down here. You kind of have your kitchen built here. If I actually am smart about this, I'll put a like this where the cooking happens, this where some other stuff happens. You get your food, you sit down, and you eat your food. You then go out here, go up, up, and up, help, then go to your job. And once you're done with your shift, you go back down. Or maybe you have some stuff to pick up from your locker. After eating, you'll do it here. But now I have to add a fridge. Because, food doesn't grow on trees. Oh wait, it does.
It actually does. In fact,
apples.
Tree is a food.
Yes.
Depending on the tree.
No, you can just go to any tree, shove it in your mouth.
You can eat bark.
Yes.
And leaves.
For example, parsley or basil. Those are basically just leaves that people put on food to be fancy, because
are they from trees though?
No, they're just plants, but they are leaves. Like basil is literally just a leaf.
Yeah.
A delicious leaf you put on your pasta to make it seem like you know what you're doing.
But it's not a tree.
It is not a tree, no, but it is delicious. And I know because or at least my bun also likes it. Because that's a funny thing, right? My bunny will go absolutely crazy sometimes over basil or parsley. Like, if you have it, and you show it to him, he will run towards you and overshoot a little bit because he doesn't know when to stop. So you'll kind of run into it. He's not the smartest. Because in his excitement, he just speeds towards you and then crashes into your hand or starts actually clawing at your hand because he wants food. Completely understandable, of course. It's a bunny. He deserves it. Save your fridge here, then you have your lockers here around the walls. There we go. Okay, let's spawn the ship in. Let's jump onto it. I need to find a way to get the rear to come down. You come in here, you go down here. Well, there's nothing here yet, but there's gonna be at some point. There's nothing here either, but there will be passenger cabins here. And then you go down here, and then you have the engine room. You have cafeteria right here with... They might want to swing that door around. You know, you have your cooling here, your fridge. You go out. If you open up the door, you will not be able to go through here anymore. So you have to shut the door. And then you have the front, which you can also enter for your lockers and then shut it. Now I have to work for the vents. Now I have to work on the vent system. And Jim, what I will probably allow you to do within this ship is flood it.
Okay.
I might, because ooh, that would be a funny override. Where you can override the vent on the fuel tank to not only allow gases through, but also fuel. So that if you were to open that valve and refuel, what will happen is not only will it fill up the fuel tank, but it will then go through the entire vent system, which inadvertently fills all the rooms with fuel. So you can sink your ship with fuel. To me, that's pretty funny. So you're just sitting there, suddenly your engine room, your cabins, everything fills up with fuel, and good luck trying to get rid of that. Is this an angle? Yes, I got it. There we go. And now we have the fridge, which also requires cooling. The fridge and the lockers. Yes, because of the lack of symmetry. If I put two holes in here, it should also make a hole in there. Yes, it does. And then we just extend it till here and branch off with a T-piece. That's a straight pipe. We don't want the straight
How much footage
one.
is there left?
What?
Okay, apparently I've only... Wow, I spent so much longer on this boss fight than I thought.
There we go. Now these two are vented and this is vented, which means that all I require for is this entire room to be vented, which it isn't right now. which is kind of weird that I haven't vented the main space. There we go. Oh, wait, that's a cable that's on my leg. Yeah, also I'm thinking, Jim, if I'm going to rebuild my desk at the new place, I might be putting my PC on my desk.
Okay.
Because that will make cable management a lot easier. And I technically have the space for it. So, should be fine. Do I want to connect this to the fuel system? Like, I want to see if I can actually flood it. I think if I put the... Well, I kind of want it to be pressurized, but I think if I add it to the fuel thing... but then I have to hold it, I have to find a way to put it in water. That's too much work for me right now. Right, I'll fill this room later. Right, up here. Passenger cabins. Because it's a cruise ship, we do want a little bit more fancy. And also, because today was the day that I could actually sleep in for the first time this week, I immediately slept into like 2 in the afternoon. That only then did I get out of my bed to take a shower and actually trim my beard. Because it was quite a bit longer than usual. Like I usually trim it to 12 millimeters just all around. And that is the one trick to get a good beard. Just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like keep the same length for a while. Even if that length is shorter than you want, because that means that it can kind of equalize. Because the hairs are growing quicker. Get trimmed, while the hairs that are growing slower get a chance to catch up. And then you actually have a good beard. Jim's brother agrees. That I'm cooler because I have a beard. So yeah, Jim, just grow a beard. Just instead of shaving, just trim it at a length. So in my opinion, if you shave dry, you suck, because it is shaving, but it leaves very short little hairs. While shaving wet, so with like shaving cream and a razor, you get the desired effect of being shaven smooth. Like then you actually get a really smooth finish, and because if you do it with just a machine, you end up with this little stubble that's left. Do I want to make a room out of this? Like a corner room with no windows because it's a corner? Oh no, I can do fancy rooms here. Yeah, growing facial hair also takes time. Like if you're a kid and you're just first starting to get your facial hair, and you wanna get a beard, just don't expect it to grow fully in one go. expect to first have a couple of boulder spots where it's kind of weird. Because if you keep the routine up by trimming instead of shaving, then, as previously stated, your hair will get a chance to grow equally, and you end up with just pretty good facial hair. Like at some point, I was going to a grocery store to get like a bag from Too Good To Go, which is just food that is almost expired. I get it for cheaper because saving the planet, preventing food waste, because food waste is wasteful and it's a waste of food. I don't like wasting food. Food is delicious. Why waste it? So with that, one of the people working there gave me a compliment on my beard. And that felt pretty good. Also, Jim, what do you think of these rooms here? Like this room here, where it is a corner room. Like you're on the front of the ship, but you can pretty much look out. Look out.
Difficult to find furniture for.
What you can kind of make this L shape out of it.
Yeah. But what do you put in the corners? I guess a plant.
I'm gonna have to put beds down first. That's a little bit too high, actually. Kind of want to put it like here. If you put like, oh come on, come on, oh come on. Let me guess. It will allow for this. Fine. We'll be adding the door here.
You know what? Fine.
Actually, is it smart to put the bed directly across from the door so as soon as you open up the door? Oh. Apparently I haven't built the room here yet. I haven't put the walls down. So as soon as you walk in, you just look straight onto the bed. I guess you can have a small desk here. No, wait, here's probably better space for a closet. So I might remove this one. Put this here. My dad is messaging me again, asking if I'm already in London.
What if you just say yes?
While sending a picture of my room. It's like, yeah, I'm in London. No, I'm not in London yet, because I'm still here. Another door. This will be your closet. I might actually want to extend this room out a little bit more this way. Just so I can have a flat space for the bed to go into. Bed. Net. No, bed. See, now you can have a little nightstand here. Now you have some space for a closet here as well. So you have your closet here. Closet, you have your Yeah. Yeah, wait, is it... When did I want to make this the closet? I guess this can be the shower then. Right here. Ooh, that's actually... Jim, do I do it? Do I put the shower at the front at the window so that you can shower while looking outside, but other people can then also watch you shower?
The dream.
So you're saying I should do it?
Yes.
Then I'll do it. Let's actually see how this looks. You are really close to the water level as well, so you can kind of take a look at the water. You still have to add weight to the back of the ship. It's kind of leaning forward. Also, have I drank all of my tea? No, not yet. Well, let me just quickly chug my tea. There we go. That is one more down. That's another one. So, alright, you can kind of look there. You have your...
Wait, did I screw myself? Wait. That's not enough material. That's fine, I can add some more.
Now I'm gonna have to add a shower to these rooms. How does one add a shower right here? Is the question now. Because below here is... Well, there is space for a shower. If I put a port right here, this will take the water back out that drops from a nozzle in the top here. So you're standing right... I'm gonna twist it around. You're standing right there. You're kind of, you know, looking at the water while getting soaked. And then the pipe goes through the wall back to the top. Well, below here, there's a tank. There's a small fluid tank with water. Not with diesel. You won't be showering in diesel.
Okay.
Oh, shower. What would be safer? Showering in diesel or showering just in gasoline?
That's... Are you okay?
Yeah? As far as I know, because diesel's probably safer. Because
How about neither?
diesel doesn't really burn.
How about neither?
Yeah. So if you want to not run the risk of explode... Like, I have seen videos of some people trying to steal a car at a gas station. And the person was just filling their car up with fuel. And the mad lad aimed the nozzle at the thieves, dousing them in fuel. It would be safest to do it with diesel, because then they don't run the risk of going kaboom. Because would you be liable at that point? Because they tried to steal your car. All you did was you could claim it as self-defense.
Yeah, that's unfortunately not how that works here in the Netherlands.
No, not here. Here to be like, yeah, You could have defended yourself in a safer way, like running away. Which, of course, is the dumbest thing imaginable. Because you're protecting... Because all you're doing is you're just giving the thieves your car. That's all you're doing. Which is something you don't want, right? You don't want to give the thieves your car. There we go. The shower is in. Still needs to be connected, needs controls, but at least the rough pipe work is in. Oh wait, I could, like, the things you could shower in freshwater, seawater, diesel, jet fuel, or slurry. So you either have refined oil or unrefined oil. You get the choice. Choose wrong. And it's gonna be crispy. If you're still wondering if I'm okay, I'm not sure either. How long is this? 5. This one is 3. Like, I probably just need to go on vacation. Which, luckily, I'm gonna go. And technically, this vacation is purely because of a Minecraft experience.
Of course.
Like, that was the entire reason why we planned it. Let's see. How wide is this room here? From one end to the other is 20. So I guess this will also be 20. 20, yay. Wall. Door. Build wall, add door. Another room. Yay. With a bed. I'm gonna put a shower in there as well. But this time I don't have a lot of space for the shower because there are rooms directly underneath. So I might have to get creative with where I put it, because here I can kind of discreetly hide it. It also needs to be repairable, because obvious reasons. If ship gets damaged, you want to be able to repair that. Also, I do need to react to some messages. Because I have somebody that knows, that apparently always messages me right as I go live. It's always the same person, always when I'm streaming.
Who?
Take a guess.
Is it me?
No.
Oh.
It's
Is it your
Miyaki.
dad?
No, Miyaki.
Yeah, that was gonna be my third guess.
Yeah, but this one is regarding London, so then it is necessary to know.
He could just join.
Yeah, but busy with his own thing.
Nah. Busy?
Imagine,
Actually, I can't say that. I have too much shit to do with that as well.
yeah, I mean, I have a list here that right now only consists on finding a job and updating my LinkedIn.
And the news.
The news. Well, there's the list of things I had to do. Where at the top I had government stuff, then I need to pay for some stuff, then I looked at stream elements and I ordered a present. Then I fixed my pants because I had to fix my pants at that point. Then I also had to look at car parts. Then I placed an ad for signal lamps that I still have to react to, but I will do after the stream. And yeah, I guess I've been quite busy. But if I put a little notch here where you can kind of get the shower and everything in, the shower parts. And then you have this area which is perfect for a closet. Then you have this area which is perfect for a desk. Or do I put? Yeah, you just have. Wait, it's not just a bedside table basically. Where do I put the desk? Like you walk in here. I guess I could put the desk at this part of the bed. So, I'm gonna be smart here. I'm just gonna grab... Wait, what am I holding on to? Oh, the logic. The one node of logic that I've added into the logic room, because making logic rooms is kind of how I like to make my logic in larger projects. It makes sure that you have everything necessary. Wait, I first should actually finish this room with the shower. Before I do that, before I start copy pasting every single thing, can I? That is gonna intervene with this floor here. I don't like that. Wait a second. There. Board. There, it exits there, then goes into the tank, into the small fluid tank, right here. That once again is going to be filled with fresh water instead of diesel. Like the default is diesel because obviously that's the default. Pump at the fluid pump with the exit is the thick part. And then it's going to continue going up into the floor of the other one, where it's gonna go around, and the shower is a 4x4, so it is gonna have to be off center. Pipe, pump, no, pipe, straight pipe, and a nozzle, which nozzle's installed. This is the shower setup currently with, probably should put in angle corner in here with a gas relief valve. No, wait. Yeah, I do need a gas relief valve. And I'm probably gonna... Yeah. There we go. Pipe. Angle. Like that. And... like that. Then a T-piece. Right. Here. I got more new messages. I'm gonna be picked up at 4:54 or 4:45 actually. So I'm gonna have to wake up at 4 in the morning. Yay! Who doesn't want that? Me. I don't really want that. Alright, now we have the shower in there. And yes, this is connected. Meaning the gas relief valve. I probably should put a one-way valve in there as well. Or a valve, a fluid flow valve, which limits the direction of flow in a direction. Which I want to make gray. It's only allowed to out the water, not in the water. There we go. With this setup, I'm gonna copy this. Well, actually, I should probably extend it all the way to here. Like, these two rooms will be copied. Copy. I'm gonna need to add the windows. Still need to add windows here. To here. Let's add another one. Like, if you're two portholes here with the beds. Then what if I put one here for... Nope, I want to move one here. And then within the shower we want another one. So with this ship, you can shower and look out the window at the same time. Because who doesn't love that? Now with the windows added, I do need to extend it out a little bit more till it reaches out. Outside. Because these walls don't have anything. And... copy. Move it out. And paste. Then we continue to push it sideways. And paste once again. Move it sideways once more. Paste it once again. Then we'll do the same thing here. Keep pasting this. Keep pasting it. I think I'm gonna do one more because I only have space for one more. And they start having a staircase. They have all these rooms that still need to be connected to each other. There we go. Now the ship is getting some detail added to it. It's in 1.5 hours. I've basically been building rooms upon rooms upon rooms. Now let's go down a floor. See? You have all these rooms, and then in the center there's going to be more rooms. But you have your beds, you have your desk, you have your nightstand, you have your shower, and you have your closet. And that's a pretty standard room for this one. Unless you live in the front room, that's a fancier room. They are more expensive. Like, these are the expensive rooms. Because you're in front of the ship and have a better view. Which means you will pay more for more windows. And then up here there's going to be the fancy rooms. With possibly a very fancy one in the front. So you have one person that paid the most, who can just be the fanciest person in the world and just look at the front. Ah, I got this one, Jim.
Oh.
I got this one account created. We're first gonna block. No, we're not. We're just gonna press report, spam, scam, selling. Oh, caps lock's turned on. Selling views. Block him, and then we ban him. Done.
I'm gonna get the whole ass fight back because I'm gonna need so many more clips than what I've got right now.
Yeah, I need to add a lot more weight to the back. Like, if you actually see where the center of mass is. Like, this around the center of the ship. Center of mass right here. It needs to be a lot more back. So I guess we're adding weight blocks to the back. Or no, let's add wing pieces to the front. Because this thing weighs over 110,000. I assume kilograms, but not sure. So if I fill the floor with... Is this 7? This is 7. So I'm going to fill the floor with these wing pieces that should already put it a little bit lower. Because from here to here is only 11, which is not enough. From here to here is 7, so from here on we can do this. So from 10,000, I went from 185 to 121. So the last 3 digits have changed. I now go from here. This is 11 with a total of 23. Wait a second. From where can I put that? Here. If we go from here all the way to this one, it is 23, and I need 21. Yes, this weight reduction is necessary. Because it is. Let's see, how much is this? This is 31. Which means I can do 2 of them. I can do 1, 2... How much weight did I pull it down? Yeah, we have saved hundreds of kilos by changing this little bit of the front into wing pieces. This will hopefully prevent it from tipping up as much as it does. Oh, it sinks deep. Yeah, and then the rear bobs up a lot higher than the front now. Especially because I'm putting in a lot more weight within the rooms. Like, this part is slightly above water, while this one is completely submerged. I need to make this lighter. I need to make the front of the ship a lot lighter. Where are the wing pieces starting? There. Let's see how... Oh wait, that's too early still. Because of these, I need to start here. How much is this? 39. So that's 5 of them. So then I need to start from the center here. And then this one is 47, which is 47, which is 6. Because 6 times 7... Wait, no. Yeah, 6 times 7 is 42, so... And then this width is 55. Seven times 7... There's 8 times 7, so it should be perfect for... Oh, come on. No, wait, that is actually quite perfect. Still. If I... Let's say remove... all of 26, 27. If I remove all of this area... Wait, if I actually go back, take a look at the weight now. 109 is 623. Need to add the wing pieces here as well, but if there are wedges immediately, so if I were to do this, will you be able to see it through? No, it doesn't shine through. Perfect. The bulge doesn't bulge through the thing. We had 109, 623 before. $108. Oh, we've saved over 1,000. And it's still the same ship, it's just that the front has changed a lot. Like at the bottom. It's a lot lighter now. It should be... It's gonna drop in still. But, Alright. It seems that was what didn't solve the problem entirely. But it's a lot better now, I mean... It's not as bad as it was before, but it's not... It is not fixed. And considering I'm going to be putting in a lot more weight, but... Like towards the back there's just stairs. Should I put a room... I might also want to close this off. So the stairwell is its own separate thing. Right? Like, that's my plan at the moment. The stairwell is going to be its own separate problem. Almost. Because the stairwells are a bit difficult in ships. Purely because of one simple problem. They go all the way through. So if there's a leak at the top somewhere, it will fill towards the bottom. So stairwells are basically if your ship floods, they are basically the first thing that kind of goes. So how did I do it up here? Did I put them? Yep. Also, I remembered something. I need to go to the fridge here. Screw symmetry mode once again. Change the way the door opens. Right, with that, I gotta shut this. And because adding weight to the back is okay, I can add weight to the back here. Now you can walk through here, have a staircase. I have to sneeze. Let's hope it stays with that. I don't think it's gonna stay with one single sneeze. I think it's gonna be multiple, and more and more and more. Slightly annoying. Who's tried to message me? Oh, I don't know. That was still my dad's message. Wait, they've actioned. Yep. They have action on their report. It took them 3 minutes. I still have 7 emails I need to actually... that some of them are useless, but I still need to read them. I haven't grabbed my napkins yet. Like, usually I have my IKEA napkins, right? That I use. Yeah, there's gonna be a sneezing fit. Almost right on cue, right? Just... always happy to have one. Oh, come on, does it just bite there? Does it actually matter? Yeah, it matters for the windows. Wait, if I paste this in here anyway, and then just merge them. I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna put it on the be right back because I will be right back. Jim, can you entertain chat for like a second?
Well, I am editing, so...
Well, I'll be back in like 5 seconds. I have to just grab my napkins because I have a sneezing fit once again.
I see. Hi, chat. Apparently, I'm not gonna have time for another Greek story today. And also, I'm trying to edit. And it's kind of annoying. But, I did that myself.
I have returned.
Okay.
I think that these. Which, according to the package, like there aren't all of them aren't in there, but there were 100 napkins in there. Why is my screen black? You know, saying that kind of sounds discriminating, which I'm sure somebody will be offended. If you are, let me know so I can ignore you. Guess who gets offended by a black screen? And me questioning the color of the screen. Because that is just technical stuff. There you go. You will have one less window at the back. Like the rear rooms. Oh, symmetry mode was off. God damn it. Again. Why? Was Jim, if you ban somebody in my chat, I will be able to see who banned the person.
I know.
Which means if you ban somebody that I didn't want banned, then you will have to defend yourself.
I know.
Why isn't this one filled here? Huh. Right, that should have pushed the weight back a little bit as well. The center of mass should now be a little bit backwards. Little bit should be here, is there, still in the wrong place. Like, I already closed my window today because it has been open for a while. And, of course, with the temperatures, that means that it gets cold at night. But how much weight can I remove here? I have to think in multiples of 7. So 42 is 1. 49. I'm gonna go with 49. Then I can fit all of this with wing pieces. Which, let's check the weight saving on that. 199. Oh, we went back up to the 19 again. Slightly worrying, but at the same time not, because I'm still building the interior. And then using wing pieces to kind of free up some space or save some weight is necessary in this game. Can I put 7 here? 8. So 7. 7 plus 7 times 6. I guess I grabbed the wrong measurements, but 7, 6. This is a 5, so it's going to be 3. $69, $70. Alright, now we are lowering in weight. Because I increased the weight in the back and now I made the front lighter. So spawning this in, it's just a matter of seeing how it floats. Because of all the wing pieces, it will sink slower. Like it has to actually settle itself. But well. It is almost perfectly level. Of course, you can still see it leaning forward, but might also have to put some ballast tanks in it at some point. And I just realized I haven't at any point thought about connecting the showers to any... Wait, only the front rooms, right? Like this one is connected to... Oh wait, this one directly goes out there. Yeah, and then we have this one that is connected. but this one isn't at all. I guess I could say the same thing about this one. Oh wait, that's the wrong place. I'm in this one. Then I have to go into this one and out there. Then we have to check for the next shower. Which has to go to there. Is there another shower on this one? Yes, there is. And is there another one behind there? No, but there is one here. So we grab that one, pull it all the way back. Pipe. I'm gonna be laying some pipe. I still have to chuckle at the story I had with one of my intern companies, where somebody found a box around a revolving door to basically say that this is the area that needs to remain free. Like, this area cannot be obstructed in any way. And of course, we're all men, so one makes a joke when working with boxes. The box being a synonym for women's genitalia, of course. But the company does piping and luxury yachts, so somebody else then made the remark of also working with pipes. And then we were all laughing. With the age ranges, with age ranging from, I think, people in their 50s to me not being an adult. Or barely being an adult. I think I was 18 at the time. Yeah, I was 18 at the time because I was having driving lessons. So I was 18. What, do you think I was a minor and making jokes about boxes and pipes? That's also something that's funny to me. Websites saying you need to be over 18 to join or to open this website. And every child is suddenly born in the 1800s. Like, just to be sure, you're just a couple hundred years old. Just so you definitely know that you are allowed on that website. And even though you both those parents that are saying, my child would never do that, your child will definitely do it.
I can confirm, working at the pool, that they would.
Like what, running? Or other stuff? My mind went entirely the wrong way and immediately thought of, has somebody actually been caught at some point doing stuff at the pool?
What do you mean doing stuff?
You know what I mean.
Like sex?
Possibly.
Well, not where I work.
Not yet. Well, I say that, but you live in a tiny town.
That doesn't mean anything.
True, but your town is basically a street with a couple of side streets. and that's
Wow,
it.
you found out how a town works.
Yes, but yours is like not even like. Do you even have a city center
It's not a city, so no, there's
or
a
a town
town
center?
center.
Like, like
Yes and no. So basically, you have my town, and then you have the town next to it, which is sort of one, and so there is like a town center sort of in the middle there.
I guess the two towns have started to grow bigger and bigger and are now touching each other.
Well, that, but they also like officially cooperate, I think, for now like 200 years.
Because like you could basically wave to each other. So of course you want to cooperate, because if you're going to be hostile to each other, what are you doing? Why are you being hostile to your neighbor? Like, what are you going to do? Build a massive wall in between? To keep the other ones out? Or is it going to be the best wall in the history of walls, maybe ever? Oh yeah, the back is also getting some luxury rooms. But I'm going to deafen myself on Discord real quick, because the building of that room will be something for next week, because time is here. And I need to wake up at 4 tomorrow, so I would rather have some energy. Because I'm gonna go traveling. And that requires energy. Even though all I'm gonna be doing is sitting down in a train. Eh. Yeah, if you like what you saw, want to see more of my streams that are usually longer, but not right now, because, as previously mentioned, time. Then make sure to subscribe, follow, like, leave comments, anything like that. And yeah, if you have any requests on what you want to see me play, maybe other games like Stormworks or War Thunder or any other game, make sure to let me know through chat, comments, other stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello and goodbye as well, because you can rewatch this on YouTube, or if you rewatch this on YouTube, maybe watch it again at some point. And yeah, next stream will be on Wednesday, and as previously said, if you want to let me know, if you have any requests, make sure to let me know. I'm always up for ideas. You can also drop them in the Discord, which is !Discord, or can you just look up like a Discord for somebody? Hold on, let me actually look that up right now. Huh. Actually, you can find it. If you look up Bushperson Discord, what you will find is my YouTube about, which actually has stuff on it. You know, the VODs. And you also find the descriptions to my Twitch and to the Discord channel. And with all that said, I hope everybody has a very pleasant weekend and a couple of days, or a good or a pleasant evening, night, morning, or afternoon. And goodbye.